Number 8. A number of people took part in a challenge to swim across a lake. The grouped frequency diagram, which is this year, this is a group frequency diagram, shows the times taken to cross the lake. Part A asks, how many people took between 5 minutes and 12.5 minutes, 12 minutes 30 seconds? How many people took between this time to swim across the lake? So if we look at our x-axis, which displays the time in minutes, we can see that 5 minutes is here, 10 minutes is here, so that's 7.5 because that's halfway between 5 and 10. So this must be 12.5 minutes. So we need to find all the people that took in between this time. Now each of these bars represents the frequency, which is just in this case the number of people. Now this bar goes up to 20, so represents 20 people. This one goes up to 21, 2, 3, 4, so that's 24 people. And this last bar is 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 34 people. So if I'm trying to find out how many people that is in total, I simply need to add those three numbers together, which would give me 78 people in total. Part B. So this says complete the cumulative frequency table for the swimming times. Now you remember that the cumulative frequency just means the running total of the frequency, and to accumulate means to add together or to gather together. So first of all, we're looking at how many people took less than or equal to 2.5 minutes, which is at this position. So we're looking at the left of this part. So there are 0 people because there's nobody there who's taken less than 2.5 minutes. How many people took less than 5 minutes? Well, that's this bar here, plus everything to the left. Now this bar represents 5 people, so that must be 5 there. Next, we're looking at the people that took less than 7.5. Well, 7.5 is here, so we're going to the left of this line. So that's 20 there, plus the 5 there, which will give me 25. Less than 10, we just need to add 24 on to this, which will give us 49. Then we're going to add on 34, which gives us 83. Then the next bar is 30. So we're going to add on 30 to give us 113. And the last bar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add on 7 would give us 120. So we can tell from this cumulative frequency table then that there must have been 120 people taking part in the challenge altogether. Okay, part C. Use the graph paper below to draw a cumulative frequency diagram for the swimming times. Okay, so my first point I'm going to plot at the point 2.5 minutes, which is here, and there were 0 people, so I'm going to put a little line there. The next point is at 5 minutes, so that's here, and I've got to plot the cumulative frequency of 5. So before I even attempt to plot that, I'm going to work out what is this graph actually going up in. So I've got 10 little squares in total, 10 little squares up to 20. So 20 divided by 10 little squares must give me 2. So this y-axis is going up in 2s. So I'm looking for 5. So I'm going to count 2, 4. Well, 6 is the next one, so it's halfway between. Then I'm going to 7.5 here. And I'm going up to 25. So that's 20, 22, 24, 25. Next, I'm looking for 10, and that's at 49, 42, 44, 46, 48. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's right. 49. 12.5 is 83, so I've got 80. Oh, let me find my way up. 80, 82, 84, 80. Oh, I'm looking for 83, so it's in between 82 and 84. 15 is 113, so I've got 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. And then lastly, at time is less than 17.5 minutes, I'm looking for 120, which is there. Now remember, your cumulative frequency graph will always be a nice smooth curve passing through all of these points, just like so. Okay, last part then, part D, is where we interpret some information from the given graph or the graph that we've drawn. Use your cumulative frequency diagram to find the median. Now, we all know that the median is the one in the middle. There's the middle value when put in order. So we're looking for the middle value here. Now, because it goes up to 120, we're looking for the 60th value. So I find 60, I draw across, and put an number there for median, till it meets my curve, and then I draw down. Now, you're going to have a ruler when you do this. I'm doing this freehand because I haven't picked one up. And I can read that that is actually 11 minutes. I can see that each little square is half a minute. It's going up in 0.5, so 10, 10 and a half, 11. And then an estimate for the interquartile range. Well, to do that, I first of all need to find the LQ, which is the lower quartile. And to find that, I half this amount here. So I half 60 to find 30. And 30, I read across, go down, and I know that that is in between 5 and 10, so 7.5. We've already established that it's going up in halves, so that must be 8. And then I find the upper quartile, and I find that by adding the 30 and the 60, which will give me 90. I draw a nice straight line across till I meet my curve, and then straight back down. Remember, you'll have a ruler. So what have we got? 17.5, no, 12.5, 13 minutes. Each of these are in minutes. My interquartile range is simply the difference between those two. So 13 take away 8 will give me 5 minutes.